Hello everyone. So today is day 5 of the communication improvement challenge. So today I have Indian Express explained page of 8th March 2024. So one important article is El Nino and the monsoon. So this is regarding the El Nino weather pattern that we observe around the coast of Peru in the eastern Pacific Ocean, southeastern Pacific Ocean to be specific. So let us read this article and let us see what this article is going to tell about El Nino. So for India, the weakening of El Nino conditions and the forecast of the emergence of El Nino southern oscillation, neutral conditions towards the end of the summer should bring some cheer ahead of the southwest monsoon. So what this article is saying that earlier this month, the Indian Meteorological Department predicted a hot summer this year with above normal temperature and an above normal number of heat wave days from March to May. On Tuesday, the World Meteorological Organization, a specialized agency of the United Nations, said in a media release that the 2023-24 El Nino, one of the five strongest on record, has peaked and is gradually weakening, but it will continue to impact around the world in the coming months. So, what are the implications for India and the southwest monsoon? First, how has the ongoing El Nino event played out? So, El Nino refers to the abnormal warming of the sea surface waters in the equatorial Pacific Ocean. So, El Nino episodes emerge naturally during autumn summer in the northern hemisphere, typically once in every 2 to 7 years. It peaks during winter, October to February, before weakening in the subsequent summer, making it a phenomena that typically lasts for between 9 to 12 months. Occasionally, El Nino will last up to the 2 years in a row. So, El Nino episodes affect the global weather, lead to an increase in temperature and large scale dryness and droughts, and disrupt normal rainfall patterns globally. Large parts of East Africa have experienced multiple failed rainy seasons in recent years, in part due to El Nino conditions. After the last episode in 2015-16, El Nino conditions emerged for the first time in June last year, and average temperature average temperature breached new records across most parts of the world in every subsequent month. As the El Nino peaked between November 2023 and January 2024, recorded sea surface temperatures in the Pacific Ocean touched 2 degrees Celsius above the 91 2020 normal, the World Meteorological Organization said, which is a specialized agency of the United Nations. The 2023-24 El Nino played a significant role in 2023, ending as the warmest year ever recorded. So, what does the peaking and weakening of El Nino mean? The intensity of an El Nino event is measured by the temperature values recorded over the sea along the equatorial Pacific Ocean. One of the key indicators of the sea surface temperatures in the oceanic Nino indices values in degrees Celsius. Okay, so oceanic Nino indices. This is an important thing. Data from the United States National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA) show that after peaking at 2 degrees Celsius during November to January, the ONI value has started to decline. The timing of the fall in ONI is important because it suggests that the El Nino will not extend into another year. So, what is the heat forecast for India? The IMD has said that even as they weaken, El Nino conditions will push temperatures above normal in most of the countries during March, April, and May. Okay, so there's a map in the article also. Above normal maximum temperatures are likely to be experienced over Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Maharashtra, coastal Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Lakshadweep, and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The IMD has said in its summer forecast. Nights too shall remain warmer than usual over almost the entire country, except some regions in the eastern India. Heat waves are common over central and northern peninsular India during March to June, when day temperature rises 4.5 degrees Celsius above normal. The IMD has warned of longer and harsher heat wave spells this summer, mainly due to prevailing El Nino conditions. Individual spells of heat wave are expected to last for as long as 12 to 15 days in Maharashtra, Telangana, and North Karnataka. Heat waves are also expected to sweep over Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Odisha, West Bengal, Bihar, Delhi, Haryana, and Punjab in coming months. And how is a Indian summer monsoon likely to be? The 4 month southwest monsoon is India's economic lifeline. The country receives nearly 70% of its annual rainfall, around 880 millimeter, during the June to September period. A good monsoon is crucial for sustaining the agrarian economy and for replenishment of the country's water reservoirs. Although no direct one to one link has been established yet, El Nino episodes are correlated with a depressed southwest monsoon. Past El Nino episodes have coincided with India receiving below average rainfall during the 4 month rainy season. The 2015-16 El Nino coincided with a deficient monsoon in 2015 at 84% below the long period average. However, climatologically and historically, about 50% of El Nino events are followed by ENSO, El Nino Southern Oscillation, neutral conditions, and in 40 to 50% cases, La Nina conditions develop post an El Nino event. So, La Nina is just reverse of El Nino. In El Nino, there is a dry spell over the Indian subcontinent, which decreases the southwest rain during southwest monsoon. But La Nina increases the rain during southwest monsoon in Indian subcontinent. So this time, multiple global climate models have suggested that ENSO, neutral conditions, will emerge during the April to June period. So India's monsoon climate forecast system model has predicted ENSO neutral condition to be established along the equatorial Pacific Ocean by May. The transition from El Nino to ENSO neutral will take some time after that. If these conditions are realized, the desired establishment of favorable oceanic conditions could take place ahead of the onset phase of the southwest monsoon over the country. The southwest monsoon arrives over the Andaman and Nicobar Islands around mid May. Thereafter, it progresses and enters the mainland through the gateway in Kerala around June 1, with a standard deviation of 4 days. By mid July, it covers the entire country. So, as the country awaits the long range forecast for the upcoming southwest monsoon, expected to be released by the IMD by mid April, the prediction about the development of ENSO neutral conditions would suggest that the southwest monsoon may not be directly impacted by the ongoing El Nino episode. There are chances of normal monsoon rainfall provided that ocean atmosphere parameters, wind conditions, formation of low pressure system, etc. remain favorable this year. So this was about the El Nino and the monsoon. So there is another important article why Kerala declared man-animal conflict as a state-specific disaster. So let us read this article also. So amid repeated deaths from animal attacks and rising anger over them, Kerala on Wednesday declared man-animal conflict as a state-specific disaster, becoming the first state in the country to do so. Here is look at what the decision mean and how it would change the way the government is addressing the issue. So what changes are there? At present, managing man and animal conflict is the responsibility of the Forest Department, which acts as per the Wildlife Protection Act that was passed in 1972. Once the issue is declared a state specific disaster, the onus to deal with it shifts to the State Disaster Management Authority, which, powered by the Disaster Management Act, can take quicker and more decisive action. At the state level, Chief Minister is the ex officio chairman of the body, and several departments, including the Forest Department, are stakeholders. In the district, the district disaster management authority is headed by district collector, who is also the executive magistrate. Once an issue is declared a state specific disaster or a national disaster, the disaster management authority can take quick decisions and actions overriding all other norms. Also, district collectors can directly intervene in the capacity as the chairman of the district disaster body. So why this change? In the past few weeks, every time a life has been lost to man animal conflict, there has been a mounting chorus to tranquilize, capture, kill the animal responsible. At present, the chief wildlife warden there is only such post in the state. is the only authority to take call on a wild animal wreaking havoc in the human settlement. Also, in the past, there have been cases where the decisions to tranquilize a killer animal, such as a wild elephant, has been questioned in the court. Once the issue is under the Disaster Management Authority, it can take actions overriding other norms, including those under the Wildlife Protection Act. Okay, so this is the case. So, as per the Section 71 of the Disaster Management Act, no court, except the Supreme Court or High Court, shall have jurisdiction to entertain any suit or proceeding in respect of anything done by relevant authorities in pursuance of any power conferred by this Act. Section 72 of the Act says that the provisions of this Act will have an overriding effect on any other law during this specific period that a disaster has been declared. Other such disasters in 2015, Odisha has declared snake bite a state specific disaster. Okay, in 2020, Kerala declared COVID as a state specific disaster. Besides, heat waves, sunburn, and sunstroke has been declared so in 2019, and the phenomena of soil pipping in 2017 and lightning and coastal erosion in 2015. Okay, so soil pipping, we have to see that article, that thing. What does that mean? So this is all important article from the Indian Express explained page. So we'll meet tomorrow.